Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting session of Ronin of Vishtala. I am your ever-present Dungeon Master, Warp Maniac C. Joining me, as always, are my ever-present role players. Handling the recap tonight is the Storm Sage.
Hi. Should I have that recap now then, or
Yeah. Sorry,
do you
we're not professional here. I mean, we're very not.
no? Okay, so what happened last time when the last tale was told? Uh, Maury came in on a buffalo, the king of all the animals, and we all descended down into the crypt to fight some skeletons to clear out a job. As we descend, we are ambushed by spiders, and we fight them. It's a good old time. We get some hits in, we get a little hurt in retaliation, so we take some time to heal. During that time, during the fight itself, Lachlan overhears Undercommon and determines that there's some drow here doing some weird drow shit. Pardon me that my recap may not be elegant. As we take time to recover from the spider fights, we scout around, discover some dwarven bodies, discover some impressive ore. I believe it's called Dawn Steel. That is
Donna
used for
Steel.
magic component. Donna Steel, thank you. So we harvest a little bit of that. However, our dilly dallying has cost us dearly, as when we finally encounter the drow, they are in the midst of a ritual. We do our best to interrupt it, but it's too late. One of these stones who's is now inert. The stone that is going through my notes. Someone help.
One of the
I believe
Sunstones.
yes, one of the sunstones. That's it. Thank you. One of the sunstones is now inert, so darkness can now encroach on the land in this region. It won't be immediate, but the protection that these lands once held is now no more. The team took this in various different levels of stride, as we currently disband Tusk and Mori to head to our employer for the missions to turn them in, as we discovered that the three options that we were given were all twisted together. As Lachlan, Sarah, and Liv head to the dwarves to let them know, hey, here's a dwarven signet ring, your dead is beneath this crypt, and so on and so on. So yeah, that's kind of
Yep.
where we are.
Go ahead and take a point of inspiration, which you may use during the session as a lift point.
Yeah.
Let me finish up the last of my barbecue chicken, and I will
By all
proceed.
means. While you're eating up your barbecue chicken, let's go ahead and go around the table with introductions. I'm Storm. I'll be playing Lachlan O'Fallon, the Artificer. And we have
Wait, is this going on the channel? Or is this just for all archive again? I don't remember.
I believe it's just for all archive, but I'm just starting for Walker.
Fair enough. I'm Red Tusk Fighter.
Zim, go.
I'm Zim. I was. You interrupted me. Goddamn it. I, I'm Zim. I'm playing Seraphina, the Grave Cleric.
Star, go.
I get a really spicy pepper. Lavelian. Bard tiefling.
Sammy, go.
Good job, Sam.
Great job.
Human, as far as I know.
I can't hear you,
Hold
Zammy.
on. Zammy, I think
Wait, I like double like my bad. I'm
Double
Zim. I
muted.
don't know.
There we go.
And I play Maddie.
Who is?
I want to be cowboy rogue.
Boom, boom.
Introductions
Who?
have been completed. I have finished my barbecue chicken.
Good job, team.
I will start the first scene with Tusk and Mouty, because Star is still recovering from a spicy pepper. And I know the feeling because my barbecue chicken had some Korean chilies in it, and it is spicy but sweet.
Yeah, I know the pain. I'm eating a Frosty right now. Totally the same thing.
So we're all suffering through the heat, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, this Frosty's so hot right now. This Frosty from Wendy's.
Oh, Frosted from Wendy's. Okay.
Yeah, totally hot.
So, Mounty and Tusk. Let me move some people around. You both arrive at the tavern where you initially met Sir Nigel Chuffington. And you see that he is still kind of like in the tavern, but he is also meeting with two individuals who you all notice rather quickly. The first, of course, is the warden for the prison in which you were interred.
Hmm.
And the other, Tusk recognizes, Mouty doesn't, is your old pal Gruba. And they seem to be locked in conversation.
Hmm. Well, just them.
You got the. Oh,
You cut out of it there, Red. Can you repeat?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk straight up to them. Just walk straight up to
I'll follow
them.
behind.
Yeah, so they're in the middle of the conversation, and the warden is just like, yeah, so we will be sending you more inmates who could potentially be levied from their sentences. We don't want to release too many, because obviously a lot of them are in prison for a reason. Gruber's like, yeah, some of them are very bad. And he's like, Gruber. And he's just like, I'm sorry. And he's like, so, yeah, hopefully you will be able to get some more work outsourced here soon. How are things going along with it? Oh, and Sir Nigel Stuffing is just like, well, they're back already. Tell me, lads, how did your various endeavors go out into the wilds?
Successful and very bad.
Ominous! Please continue. Tell me, because I remember you said you were going to take all three jobs for the church, the mines, and for the sightings of mysterious drow figures. So how did your quests go? Are there successes? Are there failures?
All three were connected.
Conspiracy. Any kinds?
There was a temple beneath the city. There was one of the crystals, a sunstone. They poisoned it, killed it. This region is no longer protected.
Well, that's terrible news. But also odd. Hmm.
We killed the drow involved.
I see. Well, I'm sorry. I guess I'm a bit more perplexed because this region doesn't have a sunstone.
What?
This region doesn't have a sunstone. Mavan doesn't traditionally rely on gifts from the Imperium outside of, say, during harvest time, a bloomstone. Um, but we have no possession of sunstone. We're typically a little well protected from the strange Shadowlands by our various munitions and other adventuring cohorts. But a sunstone is not something that is in our current provisions from the Imperium. Are you sure are you sure you found a sunstone?
We believe we're sure. I grabbed it to try and prevent it from being poisoned. It nearly killed me. It was strong.
Do you have it with you?
Broke.
Hmm. Well, I mean, sunstones aren't something that's typically found in this region. It's normally more to the south, in Ankaten. Um,
Gruber, do you know anything about this?
Oh yeah, so Ankaten is lovely during the summer. It's this wonderful little desert land. There's a little oasis. They have these lovely little drinks called the pina colada. It is
Specifically about the stone.
Oh yeah. I I don't know.
Okay.
It is said to provide light to the land to the south,
Hmm.
and hold back the shadows. As there are various encroachments by members of the Shadowlands, but also there are some kind of like dark plagues and things that the Sunstones keep at bay. So yeah, one of them being destroyed is not good.
I believe it was at an altar of Zantir, if I
That's
understand correctly.
that's preposterous. Zentir isn't widely practiced or celebrated in these regions. Why, we worship the great Troll King.
Zantir, Herme, Althea, Uvena, and Thulving, I think, were iconography we found.
Chuffington opens his mouth to speak and immediately is silenced by the warden, who steps forward. You are telling me you found an altar beneath the city, a temple dedicated to multiple old gods.
Yes.
He turns to Shuffington and just goes, I know what job I will commission my next group of uh, detainees with investigating. If this city does in fact have a storm forge beneath it, it is something that must be excavated and investigated thoroughly. I will need to send out a detachment to. I will still contract through you with the guild, but I may also need to reach out to the other adventuring guild. And he goes, Oh, do we have to? I mean, the gentlemen who love a good quest and such aren't so bad. I mean, but. He goes, Yeah, I believe I will be reaching out to the other guild. The Dawnbreak's Bastion needs to be notified of this situation, and they need to be able to appraise things properly. And he goes, I suppose. I mean, the gentlemen who love a good quest and such are quite proficient, but in matters of the arcane we are not the most well versed. And he goes, Yes, I believe I will be reaching out to Dawnbreak's Bastion.
On that note, I do recall that there was a quote in my notes that was spoken in or in Undercommon.
Mm-hmm.
Storm, would Lachlan have translated that to us?
Yes, Lachlan would have translated that.
Then he mentions, Great Spirit of Light, I beseech you to abandon this blighted form, this heretical shape. I commend you to return to the source, be the light that shines in the darkness, so that the war may continue. Does that mean anything to you? That's what the drow apparently was saying when they were performing this ritual.
They both seem perplexed. They have no idea.
Hmm. Oh. Stop. Is that all you'll need from us, or is there more you're intending to contract through us?
No, I believe you've fulfilled your contract, and in fact, since you've completed multiple quests, that leads you to a greater kind of reward. Um, Initially, it would have just been a lightening of your sentences, meaning that you would no longer be criminals in the region of Stomerlin. But since you have completed additional quests, I believe a reward is in order. If your jailer sees it so, and he goes, "Yes, of course, they have completed multiple assignments. Their sentences shall be absolved. I shall go ahead and send out the work so that all other bastions of law in Stormerlin know that they will not be detained. And of course, I will also be free to. I'm open to them being rewarded." And he goes, "Very well then. Uh, uh, Here you are." And he reaches into his coat pockets and produces a pouch as well as a scroll, and one final thing, which is a letter.
You said it was a letter, a pouch, and a scroll.
Yes.
I will take them, and I will look at the pouch, scroll, and letter.
Okay. In what order?
I will start with the pouch.
You are looking at 500 gold pieces.
Oh shit. Mm. I will look at the scroll.
So the scroll is a written missive, basically from the uh guild for gentlemen who enjoy a good quest. Basically stating that you are friends and allies. That at any station where the guild for gentlemen of good, who enjoy good quest may be found, that you may find aid, information, and potentially shelter. Um, Although such things may come at a price. So it's basically like a
Right.
like
It's like a
scroll.
membership card.
Yeah, it's like a membership card. But it's also like uh potentially like if you're going through like a checkpoint or something, it could also serve as like a, hey, we're members of this guild, like let us
We're
pass.
friends. It's a fast pass.
Yeah, it's a fast pass flash membership card. And then I assume the letter.
Yes, please.
This is actually an interesting thing. So this is a letter from Sir Nigel Chuffington, um, dispatching you on behalf of House Chuffington, um, to seek Stable Master Vrith, in the. Let me go ahead and check the regions of the town just to make sure that I'm saying them correctly. Uh, to seek out Stable Master Vrith in the Northern Grey Reach, um, for the requisition of one carriage for the transport of your party, as well as a provision of supplies for a few days' travel on the road. Specifically stating that it will give you enough supplies for up to 2 weeks.
Okay. What do we need this for?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you plan on traveling or, seeking opportune adventures on the roads, as well as the hidden passages and various secret crevices of the land, perhaps a perhaps a carriage will be useful. And Stable Master Vrith, of course, can provide you with various mount and horse that could be used to pull, such as a fine carriage.
Hmm. Kindness. I turn to Groob. So, not back to the cell then?
Gruber goes, "Nine, you have served your service, and I am proud of you for your rehabilitation. Would you like a stroopwafel to celebrate your release?
Yes.
And he gets very excited and reaches into a small like it's like a picnic basket on a like satchel strap that he has around his side, and he reaches in and like pulls out a perfect stroopwafel and hands it to you.
Thank you. I very much enjoy your stroopwafels.
I enjoy that you have the appetite for them. He turns to you, Mowdy, and he goes, "For you is very like a stroopwafel."
They are quite delicious. I recommend it.
Yeah, he'll extend his hand.
Yeah, he gets you a stroopwafel. Uh, yeah, you get like a nice stroopwafel. Um, it is
You're downloading Minecraft eating sounds.
hold on, wait, hold on. Thank you, Star. I
Thank you.
immediately was like, wait a minute, Star can do the thing. But yeah, y'all get these various rewards, and are set free.
We should tell the others that our sentences are resolved and we have rewards to share.
Now, why would we do that? I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's go.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that your. I take it the crime that got you in jail wasn't violent. I'm assuming.
Goodness, no. I couldn't even kill a bug. See, I lied there because I did yesterday. Well, not yesterday. But
That was a
no,
very.
I haven't killed anyone.
I want you to know that what you did in the Storm Forge, those people killed those dwarves. There are going to be people who are very happy that they can put their loved ones at rest because you helped stop them. Don't let those drow weigh on your mind.
I'll try.
Uh, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and move to the other group. How do I hold on a second? No, I didn't want to add a folder. God, roll 20. How do I do this? I'm just gonna do regroup all. There we go. And then I'm just going to drag everyone to the Dwarven Armory map.
Huzzah!
And for Tuscan Mounty, I will put you on the map, but I will also put you uh, on the GM layer.
We're not there yet.
You're not there yet.
Yeah.
You might never be. We might meet on the way back.
Who knows?
Um, but yeah, Sarah, Lachlan, and Levelian, you all arrive um, deep within the Evenstar Forge district. A entire district dedicated to the dwarven practice of smithing, forging, mining. Like this is an entirely dwarven district. Um, full of various dwarves at work in different things. You see dwarves meeting with gnomes and trading. You see a small group of hill dwarves with a produce stand trying to hawk their goods. You see various other dwarves working in shops of metalwork and things of the like, as well as a large stonemasons and miners guild building that seems to stand out above the rest. Um, but you know uh, that for your money, where you need to go is probably there. Um, and as you enter the Stonemasons Guild and the Miners Guild, you are met with a rosy-cheeked dwarven lady who is just like, "Well, hi there. Might I ask if you have an appointment?"
Trustfalla. No, we don't. We just well, we were doing
I
a
do want it to be known that I don't speak that level of like uh Cairn dwarvish. I just speak surface dwarvish. So that means nothing to me.
well, it's a greeting. All right.
I'm
So,
familiar with the context of what it is. I'm just like, why would you assume that that's what I want to hear?
I thought it would be polite to look. We found some dead dwarves in the mine.
Stop. Can't you say it like that?
I looked Lachlan.
She immediately just like opens up a ledger and goes through it, and she's like, right, so you'll be needing to meet with Master Jabril.
Master what?
Jabril.
Why? That was Are you all just a bunch of rude arseholes?
No, that was
This is a
character.
player! The DM also talking to us.
Right. So, yes, you'll be needing to meet with Master Jabril. He is down in the... Let me see here. He is in the Wormforge. So you'll just need to take a quick jaunt down the hallway on your left. You'll want to take a right, then a left, then a right again, down the stairs and into the large office that smells of sulfur, brimstone, as well as heated metal.
Gotcha.
Left and right, then left again.
Left and a
And
right,
then
then left again,
downstairs?
then down the stairs, into the office that smells of sulfur, brimstone, and heated metal. If you go into the office that smells like powdered stone, you've gone too far.
Thank you,
Oh.
ma'am.
Thank you.
And as
Walked
you
in,
enter
starts walking.
this what is called the Wormforge, which you realize as you are looking at. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Lachlan.
Yeah, you realize as you're looking up the like because you can see that all of the signs in this hallway are Dwarvish. When you read Wormforge, you realize why it's called that. It's not Worm WORM, it's Worm WYRM because the Dwarvish translation means dragon's breath.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. That's a forge.
And as you enter it, there is literally like a giant bellows over in this corner that is in the shape of a dragon's head that is just breathing this incredibly hot, like white purple flame, melting a bunch of steel in a crucible. Um,
Lachlan looks over at Fengir. You wait outside.
Fenrir's just like,
I don't want you to get melted. Hit.
he just does
Fengir,
that
like,
thing where he like
hops.
circles around 3 times and then sits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he does the lay down on his paws.
Oh.
Pet, pet.
And
That's
as you
okay.
enter, There is one dwarf over there that is watching the flames intently, whereas there are two other dwarves. One seems to be kind of like working on some kind of like astrological chart, um, and taking some sketches, and the other one is working like a large kind of mechanical mixing device. And as he sees you all enter, he just shouts, "It's
I don't think that's dialect of dwarf. Can you slow it down a bit, Chief?
It's Elseline. Harrison Valen. It's really Elseline.
I Okay, I don't know if there's like a mountain versus hill dwarfs difference or
What
what's
are the
going on.
languages that all of you speak?
Lachlan speaks
But
Common, Elvish, Undercommon, Dwarvish, Draconic.
Common, Elvish, Dwarvish,
Common.
Draconic, and Undercommon. Got it.
Sarah speaks Common, Elvish, Gnome still.
Common, Elvish, what was
Identical
that?
Celestial. Gnomish and Celestial.
Gotcha. And then Lavelian?
I speak 2 languages, but I could learn more
Okay.
with a spell.
Common Infernal.
I speak common and
Um,
orcish, but I'm not there.
So,
I'll say this
Here,
for
I'll
Sarah
comprehend
and
languages.
Lachlan. Each of you picks up half of kind of what he's saying when he slows it down. Like you're picking up some words, Sarah, because they are in some weird variant of Gnomish. And then for you, Lachlan, you're picking up some words because this is like some kind of strange Dwarvish. All of you can roll just a baseline intelligence check to kind of figure out what's going on.
Oh shoot.
Yo, natural 20.
Natural 20, okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Oh,
assuming this
14.
is like what happens in like Latino American households where they combine English and Spanish. I'm assuming it's something like that.
realist. Oh, I just need to read through this real quick.
It's 13.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
Oh, tongues. Oh, comprehend language. That's right.
Jingle, jingle.
Uh,
And I got a natural 20. That's crazy.
so using both of these things in tandem, Lavelian, you know exactly what he's saying, and kind of where this is coming from. For you, Lachlan, you know where it's from, but you also know that this isn't something that you're gonna like run away with. You're like, I have no fucking clue what he's saying. And then Serafina, what was yours?
13.
You
13.
you're not sure.
I'm just gonna say, after upstairs, I'm not going to get involved in trying to question this person's language. So.
um so you know that like there is um a kind of land outside Imperial control that is called Fresh. It falls within what is known as the Wildlands. And this is both Lavelian and Lachlan that know this. Um, Within that, there are a variety of different regions that are foreign to various different people. But there is one area um, where kind of like dwarves and gnomes kind of like mesh. They kind of get along well, and they have like a regional dialect called Pialti, and Pialti is kind of like a literal like it's less of an amalgamation of Gnomish and Dwarvish and more of like its own kind of regional dialect of Dwarvish that uses like borrowed words. Um and then for you, Levelian, with comprehend languages, understand the literal words he's speaking, which he's just like, "Who are you? Where did you come from? What are you doing down here?" Despite being in comprehend languages, there is still like an accent going on because of the way he's speaking. Um, but you imagine if you spoke his like actual language, that it would sound a lot more refined.
Pretty sure comprehend languages only lets me understand but not also speak it, so I'm going to hope for the best and be a kind of translator. I'll ask him for like, Rebellion in my party. Do you understand common a little? You know?
Mr. Beer, which just you understand is, of course I do.
Okay, thank goodness. Yes, I'm Rebellion. This is my party. And we just came back from a couple of quests that involved going underneath that. I'm losing the words in my little head right now.
Subject devil. We were underneath the crypt and found our way into a mine.
Yes, that. We went to the mine and found a couple of deceased dwarves, and also got this ring. If you guys recognize it,
They found it in the
collected
moon,
them.
which you understand as dead dwarves in the mine. And he seems like
Yes, we.
shocked and horrified, and the person next to him just goes, "It is okay, brother. We must just. We will take our losses in grief as we chart the various courses of the stars in these stone." And he goes, "It's Pickering. It's Sterling. It's feeling a bit of thorning." Which is, he's just like, the stone, really? We have dead dwarves to bury. And he's just like, "You must forgive if Alti is, peculiar." And he's just like, "It's you can't go sorting." And he just kind of like storms off and like is in this corner ranting and raving as he walks around in a circle.
Oh,
We can,
goodness.
those of us can understand this guy, or
Yeah, he's
just
speaking. He's
Rebellion?
speaking common.
Okay. Okay, just want to make sure.
"Hello, I'm Argus,
I'm sorry, what?
master of the Wormforge."
And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Argus.
August. Thank you.
August?
Argus.
Oh, thank you.
I will say this to you because it has happened before. Do not call me Gus, or I will hit you with my walking stick.
Mm,
If only a dwarf I can
Okay.
understand.
what
That, well,
about?
that,
Actually, never mind.
He readies his walking stick.
I was just. It's a little jest. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Master August,
Yes.
we have in our possession a signet ring of one of the dwarves that we found. We decided to look through their bodies to see if we can find any form of identification, to see if we can notify any next of kin. This signet ring was the only thing we could find on their person.
I see.
And that had
Little hand. I'll show it to him in my little hand if they want to take it.
He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a very oversized pair of glasses that he puts on his face. Which immediately magnify his eyes, so you are just looking at these gigantic bug
Yes.
eyes just staring at you. You're like, "Let me see. Oh, yes. Ah, this is the signet of House Kreshna. They are a prominent house, typically engaged in the mining of Dana steel, with the purpose of repurposing it in their forges in Isenagel, so that they may circulate them to the various artificers to create magic weaponry or other such magical apparati.
What was that house's name again? One more time. I'm sorry.
Freshna,
Krishna.
nah, in a. Do none of you speak Dwarvish?
I understand it currently.
I'm fluent. Thank you.
I see. And he takes his giant glasses off.
I say that in Dwarvish too.
He puts them back in his cloak and he's just like, yes. Well, thank you for bringing this information to our attention, and may I please have that signet ring so that I may return it to those of which it belongs.
Oh, of course. Smacks him with. I'm kidding. Give him the little ring. What is it? How big is that ring?
It's like a ring size. Like,
Dang.
it's not like a fucking college Super Bowl ring. Like, it's just like a regular ring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I give it to him. I'll just make sure that's out of my inventory.
He takes it, and kind of tucks it away in a pocket in his cloak, and he's just like, now, is there anything else that I can do to be of assistance to you?
Hmm.
If it's all right with you, to help assist with the burial of the dwarves that we found, if the families are okay with it.
I shall beseech the fallen. I will have to assess the bodies and see what rites need performing, but it should be fine. It is not common that we have outside priests engage in our rituals, but seeing as you are the ones to find the bodies, I do not see this as a difficult request to grant.
I too would like to learn the ways of how you go about these rituals. I wish to do it respectfully.
Of course, I can have you meet with one of our esteemed funerary clerics, and they will walk you through the proceedings and rites of our kind.
Gives a smile and nod.
Right, so you just want to go out the hall, up the stairs, you take a right and then a left and then a right to get back to the lobby. Then you'll want to take another left, go up the stairs, down the dark corridor, and then look for a little chapel on the left. You'll notice it because it has a giant stone marked with dwarvish runes. And yeah, that's pretty much where you have to go.
Oh, okay.
There, through the dark corridor to the small chapel of stone.
Yes.
Got it.
But also because I am the chart master of the Worm Forge. Here! And he reaches over, right over here to this box, and Lily just pulls out a visitor's map and just hands it to you all.
Ooh.
Feels like something that should be at the front desk.
Why? The receptionist is not a
Don't think you
chart
gave lots of
master.
visitors here. I
I
look at Lucky. I don't
disrespect-
think they want that many visitors here.
You're right. How foolish of me.
Silly.
We're not it's not a tourist attraction.
It's
Well,
more than
that's
just
cool.
we dwarves that work in the area know our way around, and it is only that visitors need guidance, but each room within the great guild hall contains a chart master.
Ooh.
Right.
Except the reception hall.
Map to. What's this place called again?
Well, that's not
Chapel?
entirely
Worm
true.
Forge.
On Wednesdays and
Thank you.
Fridays, there is a chart master in the reception hall.
Huh. I'm learning so much today.
Lachlan's like, cool. I feel my prosthetic heating up. I'm gonna step out for a quick bit.
Start studying the map already.
Very well.
Lachlan takes a few steps away from the forge, feeling his arm getting a little toasty.
Right and left, never left up there, and then you get to the bathroom. Okay, good to know.
As you begin to step away, the dwarf over here, who has said nothing this entire time and only focused on the forge, just looks at you as you're saying like your arm is heating up, and he looks over and just goes, "Yes, shoddy craftsmanship. No surprise it's heating."
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Lachlan like beelines it. I'm sorry, I can't make this with only one arm.
Hold him back! Hold
I
him
mean-
back!
You heard me, snow
Lachlan,
hair.
please.
Snow. Lachlan,
What, I thought those
Lachlan-
oversized elf ears
Lachlan.
were good for hearing. You're telling me you're deaf
Fight,
too?
fight, fight, fight.
Lachlan, okay,
Lachlan.
we got hold on.
Lachlan,
We got
please.
No, we got off on the wrong foot. My name's Lachlan O'Fallon. Put it there.
Which arm are you extending?
Oh, the metal one, of course.
Breaks it in two. That'd be crazy.
He extends his hand and grasps your prosthesis firmly.
Do I hear the sound of scorching meat?
No.
I'm just assuming this guy,
Ooh.
even if I burned would assume this guy would still be making direct eye contact.
He is not burning, and he is still making direct eye contact.
Fair.
He only breaks eye contact momentarily as he like kind of turns your wrist, so he can like study your prosthetic arm as he's like looking it up and down.
In my defense, this is the Mark One.
What's your alloy composition?
Alloy, primarily steel. I had to use some heat and steel, some bits of iron. I built this thing out of scraps out of the remains of what was left in my shop.
Obviously, it's made out of scraps and crap work.
Want to see something
just
cool?
look at the inlay.
I'm not. Want to hear something funny? I'm not left-handed. Also, I like haven't let go of my wrist for a second. Let me show you something neat. I pulled the ripcord to activate shocking grasp just to show off the arc lightning. I can do that.
He seems horribly unimpressed.
Oh,
For fuck's sake, man, that's really cool. I could have shocked you when you were giving me when you were shaking my hand.
The fact that you had to pull a ripcord to do it is actually quite damning.
It's
I have
Mark
child
One.
apprentices that could do better.
I assume you have child apprentices that can do better than Fengir over there. Fengir still in the corner, not getting close to the heats.
He goes, Steel Guardian in the shape of a canine, anthropomorphic. Well, not really bipedal. Eh,
Look, I tried the whole
Okay.
bipedal thing, didn't work out.
quadrupedal, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that would make more sense.
It was too top heavy when I tried quadrupedal, bipedal.
Well, I mean, it depends on your alloy composition. Were you use what type of? Or are you still using your trap steel and iron?
No, I wasn't using crap steel. I just couldn't get the anatomy correct. I tried to put too much defenses up on the shoulders. Couldn't get the armor plating just as I wanted.
Well, that's where your
Focusing
first
on
mistake was. You wouldn't want armor plating up on the shoulders. You'd want it in the abdomen, closer to the waistline, hinging kind of on the pelvis. That's where you're going to get your largest range of motion. And on top of that, if you put most of your armor there, it will center the gravity and put all the weight directly downwards, especially if you're framing it with the legs.
I get that now. The mistake was it was like a year ago when I first made my first Steel Defender, and I wanted it to look cool. I put aesthetics before functionality. That was my first mistake. Hey, you really need to learn to prioritize the function of the machine before the aesthetics of the machine. Da 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 da.
Don't you da 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 me, boy.
What's your
Take
name
pride
again?
in your craftsmanship. If you're not putting the functionality before the aesthetics, then what you're doing is making bullshit.
I'm gonna make
Aesthetics
amazing
come
bullshit.
for the personalization of the soul. But if it doesn't function, then it's bullshit.
Then from one craftsman to another, do you have any treatments that I can apply to my metals? Any heat resistant metals that I can use to upgrade my arm?
He looks over your arm and just goes, well, complete rehaul is what you're gonna need.
Not bad. I came across some new materials that I was hoping to integrate into my arm regardless.
You're gonna need a complete rehaul, but I can tell you what. Do you have the original schematics?
Lachlan reaches into like a side pouch. Right here.
He looks it over and is just like,
Now, before you say anything, the hand compartment has to stay. I like to keep some tools in there just in case.
well, the end compartment has to stay, he says. Well, we get to be manipulative.
Yeah, I know it compromises the structural integrity for a punch, but I'm not really looking to do that kind of attacking with it.
Well, it'd be easier if you kept your tools in your belt where they belong, boy.
I know, but I like to be a little cheeky. Personalization.
He looks it over, writes a few recommendations in the margins, and then hands it over to Argus, who again pulls out his oversized glasses and looks at it and he goes,
Yes.
oh, I see. Give me but a moment. Ivengi! And the dwarf in the corner comes over. Scavarly! And he goes, yes, we have a schematic. And they begin to work furiously on a sheet of parchment. Like, all in all, it takes them maybe, like, 20 seconds tops, and they're done. Uh, and he goes, here you are. Improved schematics for your Mark II.
Lachlan looks over. Okay, yeah, I couldn't even get half of these back in my home. Makes sense.
Well, obviously more exotic components will yield better results, especially if you're looking for varied functionality. And the dwarf who was looking it over speaks up originally. He goes, given what's readily available, specifically the Donna steel mines, as well as heat insulating materials such as copper, ceramic, and various other stones and metals that we have readily available within the mining and stonemasons guild, you might be able to fashion together a working arm prosthesis that is not absolute dog shite and contains some level of functionality that will still be able to maintain structural integrity.
What was your name again? I don't think I got that.
I'm Forge Master Jibril.
Oh, you're Jabril.
Of course, who the fuck did you think I was?
It's good to meet you, Forge Master.
I would say the same, but I'll have to see your Mark II.
I'll stop by once it's finished. Get your thoughts.
Well, if you remove that bullshit ripcord, then we'll be already off to a great start.
Yeah, I don't think it's bullshit. I think it's really cool. Okay, fine.
You look at the new schematics and realize that rather than a ripcord, there is actually just a button that can be triggered by like your arm muscle.
Right. So I just making notes.
Wow, this was a lot.
Yeah, didn't expect to get a valuable life lesson while getting yelled at for working on something while I only had the one arm. Yeah. Lachlan's trying to make him feel bad, but he's like no selling him.
He looks at you and he goes, "You think that's impressive?"
Oh,
Let me guess, you walked to school with no legs.
He pulls up his like blacksmith's apron, and you see 2 prosthetic legs.
you can't just say that to somebody.
Well, I just did. Holy fuck.
I didn't walk to school with no legs. I was caught in a mining accident and lost the use of both of my legs. But I built myself replacements there in the mine when I couldn't even see my legs on the other side of the rubble.
Well, I'm
I
an
love
African
him.
prophet. I am very sorry. Remind me to introduce you to my mentor one of these days, Bowen.
Make an insight check.
Go, 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 go.
Guidance. Guidance.
Hurry!
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the guidance.
Smacks him.
What you don't see, I've been quiet this whole time, but I've been holding back shoulder, not the metal one, and this whole time just out of paranoia that you're gonna clock this dwarf because she's not used to dwarven like 2 and
17?
He clocks you saying Bowen, and his brow furrows a bit, and he goes, "It's Bowen that you learned your trade from. What's his last name? What clan does he call his own?"
Pull that up. Owen Brimfire.
He looks at you, says nothing, and goes back to his work.
Lachlan gives him a once over and quietly takes the schematics and leaves for now.
It was nice meeting you all.
I would say that
Very lovely
probably
meeting.
as you open the door, Lachlan, you just walk face first into like Tusk's chest.
Hi.
Hey, big guy, I need you to move. I'm trying to leave dramatically. Step aside,
First,
please.
I have
What?
things for you.
But oh yeah, okay, yeah, you, it's fine.
No. Anyway,
What was his name again?
Jabril?
No, this one.
This one.
Vingy.
August? No,
Vinky.
Vinky. I didn't get that guy.
Oh, well, you probably asked him, like, yeah, I didn't catch your name, by the way. What was your name? Sorry.
He goes, Vingy.
With the says the player. The character. Oh, this sounds very lovely. It
She
was nice
sees how
meeting
it's
you.
spelled.
Oh, so I'll give a little handshake. Come over here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Make sure not to disturb the master. Nice to meet you too. Oh, hi, Tusk.
I have a
Lovely.
reward.
Oh,
Maybe we should discuss that outside the forge.
Okay.
Finger and I are
Avocado
getting kind
reward.
of melted.
oh.
Hmm.
Save the dog and both of you.
My dog takes he's more priority than the arm.
Oh, thank goodness.
I can rebuild both, but still.
It's just a little baby.
Yeah. He's just a baby.
I exit the doorway so Lachlan and Fengira can step out.
You want to make our way all the way to that one place we were supposed to check the hospital?
Yeah.
Swing by in here or just like
Chapel.
go somewhere?
It's a small little chapel. It was.
Okay. And go up the stairs and then down. I think it was a corridor, and then right and left, and then right and another left.
Yeah,
up
just
the
back of
stairs.
the
up the
entrance, take a
corridor.
left. Yep. Yep, dark corridor.
What?
That one, and then
Although
the
stopping by
chapel on the
ooh,
left.
just kick the shit out of my mic. Although just checking out a church just so Sarah can help out with the dwarven burial rites, just to learn a little bit
Oh.
about them.
Gotcha.
Other than
What was
that,
the thing I
Lachlan's going
got?
to look over these schematics.
What was what now?
Thing I got from Tuska's buddy.
A strip
The
Oh,
food
ye-
item.
A stroopwafel.
Oh,
I hand it to anyone in the party.
How dare you?
Man
Tusk
doesn't know if
looks-
it's poisoned.
Tusk looks disappointed as he takes a bite of his stroopwafel. It's
let's
like
go.
I
pathetic.
said some stuff.
Would you like one, Tusk?
I have my own.
Would you like another then?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Friendships.
Do you eat it?
I do.
Right in front of you.
While making prolonged eye contact.
And then he convulses on the floor.
While making eye contact, you hear
Oh, hell no.
That's so good.
A healthy dose of prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
prolonged eye contact.
How's
Hands
that?
on hips.
No, I know exactly what it is.
I thought it was poison.
No one poisons a stroopwafel.
That would just be
You sure?
unjust.
What if
No
it's
one's
like
that
when
evil.
you least expect?
No
What
one's
if
that
there's
evil.
some people who are evil?
There is evil in this world, but I've yet to
Yeah.
see that evil.
Oh my god, the city needs. It's like Batman. Have you guys heard of that guy?
What's a Batman?
I think that's a man that eats bats.
Eats? I thought it was a bat.
His
No,
name is
the
Ozzy.
Justice. Forgotten. It's in a book.
But yeah, everyone can get 100 gold.
I forgot there was 5 of us.
Also, we are free from our sentences.
Commit
Really?
good deeds.
Apparently. So long as we are within the confines of.
You all are free of your crimes in Stomalin.
Stomalin, thank you.
Your other crimes are still very much a thing.
Yes, thank you. I was
Walking
looking for
deflates
stolen.
hearing that, hearing that distinction, fuck.
Specifically Stomalin. Our
goodness.
Stomalin crimes are forgiven.
What's that supposed to mean?
If you're wanted outside of Stomalin for shit you did, you're still fucked.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us are good then, no?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Well, 4 of us are good.
So, yeah,
We're
I was
here.
hoping for a transitionary topic, but I can't think of anything. Fuck.
Runs into the wall.
You just hear Gregorian chanting from inside this small chapel.
Oh, are we able to just go in, or do you think that'll be interrupting?
That'll be. Go first. I'll go in.
Uh,
Like,
you enter and you see that they're it's a very small group of dwarven priests. There's about 3 of them, and they are huddled around a very large, pure white stone. Um, and they are all like kind of chanting in dwarvish, um, but they are saying like some kind of rite. Um, uh, and seeing as Lavelian still has like comprehend languages up,
Yeah.
you understand that what they're saying is, we pray to the stone from which all dwarves are born and all dwarves return. We pray to the great Forge Father, whose artisans inspire and give us new life. We pray to the artisans, saints uplifted, gods defined, beings who have flocked to the Forge Father's side and have become the greatest among us. O stone, show us the way. They all place their hands on the stone in front of them.
Wow, it's beautiful. Scribble it down in my journal.
Despite you saying things, they don't seem to move or acknowledge in any way. They keep their hands on the stone for a period of time, and then once they remove their hands, um, 2 of them step away. One of them washing his hands in kind of like a basin of water, and the other moving over to a scroll to kind of like write some information down, while the third approaches you all and he goes, "Hello. How may I assist you, weary pilgrims?"
Greetings. My name is Serafina. I'm a cleric myself of a different deity, but I've come here on sad tidings. We found a few miners deep below a mine that reside under a chapel, and we were hoping. I was hoping that we could assist with the burials, but I wanted to learn the ritual rites, how the dwarves do it. You dwarves do it, for I'm not familiar with it. I just wish to assist and help.
Of course. We have various uh, rites, but the main one is that uh, as dwarves are born of stone, they are returned to stone, and it is the work of the great artisan, the cairn maker, that our coffins be carved from the very stone and earth. So we shall find these miners, and their families and clans will probably hold respective funeral rites, entombing them in their family's mausoleum.
Course. Question: where do we keep the bodies? Did we bring them with us, or did we leave them like at the
We left them.
chapel?
We
Like,
left them at the chapel.
yeah,
Yeah, we left them.
that's what I wanted. Yeah,
Didn't we leave?
yeah.
Did we bring them up, or did we leave them in the mines?
We brought them up. I think we brought them up.
Okay.
I will say that you all brought them up. I think that
Okay.
in session they were actually left down there, but I'm going to retcon and say that you all, during your short rest as you were exploring the mines, cut
Sarah
out
did
any.
say. Sarah did say she wanted to do the most respectful way possible for them. So, yeah,
I'll
we
give
can.
it that. Yeah, so I'll say,
Yeah.
y'all,
Hmm.
any that were like wrapped up in spider silk, y'all cut them out of their things and took them up to the surface and put them in the chapel. And then any that were like just left lying dead, were again taken to the chapel.
Cleaned them up. Nice and respectful, like.
Nice and respectful, like.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Cool.
We left them at the chapel. We cleaned them up as best we could. I could show you where they are if you need assistance.
It is all right. We shall be able to find them. Can you mark the chapel on this map? And the one that was
Yeah,
writing the
I go
scroll
up to it and I
comes over and produces a map of the city, and he goes, "I am Chartmaster Favorius."
yes, okay. Serafina. And I go look up and I point exactly where the chapel that we found the mine in. It's here. We let them inside the building so they wouldn't get damaged anymore to the elements.
The Chartmaster marks this, and the initial priest you all were talking to turns to you all and just goes, "Thank you for this. I appreciate your fervor in wishing to aid us in our rights, but dwarven practices are usually a familial thing. It will be something that will be handled by their respective families and clans. I can
I
give you information on the rights if you so wish."
would love that.
He produces a small book, um, bound in kind of like uh, darkened, like gray leather, and hands it to you. And he goes, "We have a few of these copies made for our children who are wishing to enter into the service. It will be useful to you in learning of our practices and our belief."
He takes it and looks over and smiles. She presses it to her chest, and then she smiles. Thank you so much for your time. And
He nods and just says, "May the stone guide and protect you."
thank you. I will leave you to your work, and I will turn towards and let's just go.
Right. Nice meeting you guys.
And as you all exit the Miners and Masons Guild in the Evenstar Forge, um, you all are no longer under a sentence for the crimes you had committed that brought you initially to Stomalin, and are free to wander where you wish. I have given you 500 gold, which you may divide amongst yourselves, and you may explore the city of Maverne.
Who wants to get a drink?
Right.
I
Yes,
do
I could
also
use
want
that
to
water.
I would also like to mention that we were given more than just gold.
Oh,
Mhm.
we
Oh,
can talk about it over drinks.
Yes.
I suppose so.
Lachlan looks for the nearest bar that he can find so he can sit down and look over these schematics and try to improve them even more. It's just as like I don't like ego, I guess. Like
Mm-hmm.
I could do better,
pride.
freaking dwarves.
Like a guy got all weird when I mentioned my mentor, my like a guy I respect. I'm gonna show him up.
Can it also be a place I can perform at? Just to be lucid.
it's tavern probably.
Dances on tabletops like a lunatic.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's a few. There's the one that you all initially went to and met Nigel Chuffington. Um, In the Even Star Forge district, you see there is one called the Bottomless Cauldron. But if you wanted to explore the city, there is one more tavern that you might possibly find.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's look for something outside the dwarven area, presumably with more appropriate seating.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, I would assume most of their like locals would be like more suited for dwarven folk. Just because that's most of the people in
Oh,
this district,
okay.
isn't it?
Looking at the
Lachlan.
tables that are outside of the bottomless cauldron, Lachlan's hypothesis is confirmed as you see that all the tables and stuff are dwarf, gnome, and halfling sized.
Lachlan, you can't just make a
And
judgment call like that. Oh shit, you were right.
I can't believe you're being so. Oh,
The man who taught me my craft was a dwarf.
Like
Is a
looking
dwarf.
over, you even see someone who's like an orc of like not a half orc like Tusk, but like a full blooded orc.
oh.
Sitting at one of these tables, like with his knees up into his chest, like scrunched in, with like a dwarf-sized pitcher of ale in his meaty hand.
It's like
With it.
a dad
Shit.
playing tea party with his little daughter.
It literally is.
Aw,
Oh damn, that
that
reminds
looks
me
so
of home.
fun. Oh, well, let's explore a little bit. See the last tavern.
But yeah. So the initial tavern that y'all went to was in the Grey Reach. But there are other districts in the city that you all have not been to. For example, there is the Mire Moor, the Dragon Gate, Old Stone, the South Rose, and then of course there's also the Shatterbone Highway.
The
The
what
Shadowbone Highway?
I don't know about you guys, but I really want to try Shadowbone or Dragon's Gate.
All right, let's
I
roll
am-
for it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. What are we rolling?
Maybe D4, 2, no wait, 1, 2. It could be 1.
Evens or Dragon Gate, odds or Shadowbone.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I can
Who's
roll.
rolling? Okay.
I can roll 20.
I just did.
We got a 3.
Fuck! What I say was which?
I think
Fuck.
I think that's the bone one.
Okay, so Shadowbone.
Yeah, so you all head to Shatterbone Highway. And as you're like asking around for like potential taverns, you are told that like the best place to grab a drink on the Shatterbone Highway in the Old Stone District is oh my gosh, I'm immediately blanking on the name of the guild I mentioned previously.
Broken
love the-
spine.
Oh, the Guild for Gentlemen who enjoy a good quest.
No, the Dawn one.
Oh, let me
Let me
Man
pull
of
up my
Steel.
notes.
the Don.
Dun 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 dun. Not a clue.
Kushnan? Kushna?
Which
No.
one?
That's the dwarven house, right?
I don't have that organization in my note.
I do
no, that's
love the
Don of
idea
Steel.
that we probably passed like 6 other places on our way here.
It's time to explore. Let's hit
I
it.
mean, there's shops that y'all could have passed, but there's not a tavern.
Ooh, little shopping on the way.
Yeah, I definitely need to go back to the other sessions and get my notes organized.
Well, it's not something that was said in the other sessions. It was something that was said at the start of this session, and I
I know.
forgot it immediately.
But I've been slacking this session.
The start
Well,
of
there's a
this
lot
session.
of exposition.
No, I'm
It's
just not
too
on my A
much.
game today.
You guys
Anyway, I'll bring you all to the correct area. But yeah, it is a guild hall. for the other adventuring guild in the city that you are told has like a spectacular uh, like tavern floor.
Great, we can stop by there, see about finding other jobs.
Oh, sounds wonderful. Excuse me, guys. I have to go to the little tiefling's room.
I wonder if they have any alchemists I can speak to.
Organists, why?
I don't know, I felt something when I grabbed that stone. I don't know what. I thought that I was helping it, but it's still shattered. And what's even stranger, Gruber and Nigel both said that this area doesn't have a Dawnstone.
So they're liars.
Well,
It's more likely that this is. I think this is simply more complicated than we think.
I mean, they were
possibly.
completely unaware of the things that were happening underneath. So,
As far as we know, it could
okay.
have been there this whole time and they just had no knowledge of it.
I hope.
That doesn't prove that you're not wrong.
My father always preached caution when facing a situation you find yourself poorly equipped for. And I feel very poorly equipped for after what happened.
That's a good start. We'll find our answers.
Yeah, there's a few things I want to get done. Getting this damn thing upgraded being the first on my list.
I do have a question for all of you.
Yeah?
What are your plans going forward?
Like long term or
We don't have to stay together. We're not bound by shackles anymore.
But you guys seem very nice.
I'm just starting to get to learn about all of you. I mean, I have a hunch as to how you burned down that church, presumably by mistake. Gestures to like the eyes, like oh.
She kind of put. She has. She kind of puts her like. I don't actually know.
I elbow Lachlan in the ribs.
No, it's all right. So no, actually no. But it has something to do with me. But as far as I can tell, I think for her to be with a group, considering that there are those that believe me to be like an arsonist, I think company would be better for me.
Yeah, you seem super nice, so we got your back.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, there's someone I'm looking for, and being a part of a team would be safer for me and Fangio.
You too?
You looking for someone too?
Yeah. It's been a while, but I'm sure I'll find him.
Who?
Oh, my dad. He ain't
I'm a nosy bastard, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's so good. Being in a group, probably something you guys should know about. I've just been on the hunt for him for quite some time, and just making my rounds back through here again. Gonna visit my grandmother who lives help. Not here, obviously, but, in
Into
another
the
city
woods?
place. Yeah, no. No, not the woods, but just making my rounds here to go over and visit my grandmother when I can. But being in a group does sound pretty nice while I'm still searching for him. And I mean, if we'd be able to, or if you guys would like to help at some point, you can. Only if you want. Bat's eyelashes.
Lachlan's like, fuck, I got it.
What is it? What are you trying to do with your eyes there? Something in your eye?
Just my
Think-
newfound love for this group.
I think she's casting a spell.
No, I'm not. I could.
Oh, it's one of those like afraid. Oh, I get it.
She's charming us, like how Fengir can. Watch, Fengir do the thing, and Fengir like jumps on his hind legs and does a little dance, and then falls back down on all fours.
As Fengir does this, Fengir's mouth opens and you just hear bum 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 bada bada bum 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 bada bada bum 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 bada bada bum bada 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 bum bum bum.
I'm sold.
I'd hate to leave
I
there.
didn't know you. I didn't know you
It took
could
me
sing.
weeks to build that in. If I rebuild him from scratch now, I could probably make it simpler.
That is the only sound that he. That's the only like
It's the
music
only
that he's
track he
programmed with.
has.
Same track on loop for the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Bit.
Yeah, just the Legend of Zelda. Fucking like, I'm trying. I think it's like the archery range minigame soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the.
No wait, that's Stickit. Yeah, it was that. I was doing the Stickit.
I've been alone for a good long time now. Could be fun to be traveling with a group for a little bit.
Well, we answered a question. It's only fair that you answer the same question.
What question?
Would you like to stay? And what are your plans?
I'm also looking for something. I don't know if it's one person or a group.
Oh,
But I'm looking for them.
good or bad?
Bad.
Um,
I need to kill
I
them
see.
when I find them.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
mhm. Sounds pretty heavy, but as a group, I'm sure we can get through it together.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What were you, Maury?
Jinx? No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit. Oh no. Now I can't talk. How did I become Red Goob?
Bruh, I noticed that as you were talking.
Oh, I can Gooba Sage.
5-star
Who
Goober.
has performed that shenanigans?
I mean, that's crazy, guys. Who would do such a thing?
Who
I
named
vote we kill
Walkman
dog.
EXE would do that in the Walkman server?
I mean, that's crazy.
We have an imposter. That's pretty sus.
Walker, I think someone hacked your server.
I mean,
I'm the Goob Sage.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. It's those people we're looking for. That's who did it.
I mean, it's not like we have Mystery Incorporated to solve a mystery.
Oh my gosh, we could become.
Oh my god, we have a dog. We could do this, guys.
Oh,
Holy shit.
holy frick.
Fuck, that makes me Shaggy by default.
Would you do it for a finger snack?
Guess I gotta.
Is Maui alive?
But what about you, Maury?
But here's go ahead.
Do you want to stay with the group? Do you want?
Okay.
Is there anything you want to accomplish?
Well, I would hate to split up and not really focus about what we just learned, you know? I'm also looking for someone. From my group. We have a lot
I
of people we're
s-
looking.
I swear to God,
are
if they're
not.
all connected or the same fucker.
That'd be crazy.
Are any of you looking for an albino?
Mm,
I don't know.
Okay.
What if he's looking
That's
for the
very
albino?
helpful, Sarge. Chief, that's very helpful.
cheapers.
Creepers.
I know very little about my target.
Well, then how do you know if they're bad?
That's one of the things I know about my target.
I know nothing. I know one.
I know nothing. I know that I don't like them.
I
I
think that's the best
said-
character.
I know very little about how this person. What about
Very
this? That's the one thing I definitely know.
Maybe when we find them, we can all have one talk, and you guys will be able to sort things out. Real peaceful, like.
Tusk or all of us looking for our people?
Oh, Tusk, I hope everyone else, we all sort our stuff out. Everything's peaceful.
Tassus kind of gives you a nod and goes, doubtful.
Well, as a group.
I need everyone
Do
to
you
make
know-
me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Oh, God,
So
you see the
Star
missile.
said the magic word as a group.
Okay,
As a party.
Walker, I want you to know that's a
Natural
natural
20.
I'm going to be using the point of inspiration you
got it.
gave me. Yeah.
So I heard natural 20 from Zim.
One sec.
Okay, that's amazing.
16 from Tusk.
16.
I can't
Walker,
see.
you know how I got a
Even have
natural
eyes.
1 with my perception?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Now that's a natural 2 for a total of 3.
Yo, dude, you just
Thanks,
doubled your
Peppa.
output.
Mecha.
I'm malfunctioning now. Perception.
You got
Oh
a
my
brain.
god! I got a net 20.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Storm,
negative
I
1.
19.
can't-
What?
I can't wait till Lachlan upgrades his eyes and then becomes the Bionic Man.
25 and
I'm just imagining
For
Lachlan
us
looking
all.
at his eyes in the mirror. You're the reason. I can make you better.
Good God.
Artificer
he just hears
slow-
the dwarf in his ears. He's just, oh, your eyes are crap too, lad.
And he just
We shut.
he just
slowly throughout the years he becomes Clockwork from Sly Cooper.
It's just that one.
Lachlan slowly pulls out a spoon and it just slowly moves it towards his eye.
It's that one meme of the guy looking in the mirror blaming himself like you're the problem.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
So 16,
What?
3, 15. Can the people who rolled nat 20s put in the total of their scores in the roll 20 chat?
25. Oh, yeah, in the chat, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go! Banger!
Good dog. Good. Oh my god! For a second I thought Fangio got the highest out of all of us.
Fingir
That would've been
does the
insane.
dog point thing, by the way.
Yes.
What is it, boy?
Okay, so senses, dark vision, 60 feet. Passive, always passive. So it's passive perception is 10 plus 2 times my proficiency bonus. So actually ignore that. I've been misreading that this entire time. So his passive perception would be 14.
Well, it's active perception.
Yeah, so Fengir shouldn't have rolled perception. That's me misreading it.
How dare
Okay.
you?
But no, Walker said roll perception, so know.
Oh.
Finger Sadubski.
Yeah, I said roll perception.
Yeah.
Dingus.
Thank you.
Let him have it.
Hold on. Does Buffin have to roll?
I mean,
Oh, you
Buffin-
can't even understand what the DM said.
Yeah, I, the DM, roll for Buffin because I have
Fair
Buffin
enough.
stats.
I rolled 1, 2.
Oh, thank you.
Thingy.
Fingio and Lachlan, like, Lachlan's just currently like casting mending on Fingio to get rid of the melting metal.
Wait,
Like, okay, let's get that fixed.
Oh, there's.
So I will put some things in the chat for everyone, except for Lachlan and Fingir.
Oh.
I'm grabbing skills and grabbing perception as soon as fucking possible. Wait a second. If I'm not mistaken, I took Prodigy and grabbed Stealth and Arcana.
Man,
I
it
should
sucks to
have
suck.
grabbed Perception.
Oh, look at
Who
you.
wants to
You're not
perceive
putting
things anyways?
your.
Mhm.
Well, we can't be good at everything.
See, I'm trying to see.
Unless
I don't
you-
like the silence.
Unless you rolled it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Fuck you.
These are the shops that you all pass on your way to the tavern. So when and if you decide to double back.
Ring a ding ding. I love it.
Let's hit it.
The truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
I just love the idea that
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Lachlan just ends up like, okay, now if only I can find an armor, having passed like 7. Honestly, I've come to love failing in D&D. So much fun.
It's finger.
It is banger.
Trips and dies.
On that note, you all arrive at the guild hall.
Ooh.
Big.
So-
As you see a large, kind of like stone and wood structure, with a large set of double doors and an open courtyard beyond them.
No, I'm
Alright.
kidding.
Oh.
No, wait, do we
Uh,
enter in here?
Tush, you said you had more stuff to hand out, so let's get inside, find a table, and chat. Yeah.
I did put you all outside of the double doors for the courtyard, but there is also another set of double doors like right over here by the tavern.
Lachlan does not see it.
Yeah, we open up that door.
Immediately upon opening the doors, you see two figures squared up in the courtyard, staring each other down.
Oh, sorry to bother you. Tries to close it, but can't.
Apologies for the interruption.
Taz is intrigued.
There is a Black Panther tabaxi wearing some kind of strange garb with hand wrappings, and a necklace that has a series of monstrous teeth hanging from it. Who is standing in a like fighting pose? He seems to be an unarmed fighter, whereas the person across the courtyard is a Goliath, bearing a lot of bright blue tattoos. In various like shapes and fashions that you all do not recognize unless any of you speaks primordial.
Nope.
Nope.
Fuck.
Uh,
My time.
he
It's now.
he has
Wait,
a
I
thick
do.
beard and a shaved kind of head that's pulled back in a long ponytail.
Where is it?
He's wearing kind of strange garb, and is wielding a large great sword that is steel and stone.
Steel and stone.
Oh, my little noggin's blanking out. What the frick was it? Stealing? No, not stealing stone. What the frick was it made out of?
Is it Donna Steel?
My bad.
No.
What's the item?
It's a great sword. Like it's just a
Thank
big
you.
sword.
Okay, cool.
Big anime.
No, I dig it. I dig it. I like this.
And it's made out of steel and stone. And he kind of like yells ferociously, and a bolt of lightning strikes down upon him. And suddenly he has a crackling aura of electricity as the other person slams his fists together. And you watch as spectral kind of like panther arms and armor kind of like appear around him as they kind of like square up to fight each other.
Alright, that's pretty cool, though. Are they allowing spectators?
Oh boy.
Fengio moves in front of Lachlan.
Rushing out into the courtyard is a blonde elven fellow who just goes, Gentlemen, we have guests. Stop. And they both kind of grumble.
Oh,
He just
I'm
goes,
sorry.
there will be another time for the sparring. We have guests.
Don't
Hello.
stop on our account.
Hello.
Hi there.
Howdy.
We're here just to hopefully get a drink. Don't mind us.
The bar is the other set of double doors. You can go down this hallway, past this set of double doors, and you will enter the bar area. If you wish to actually enter the bar properly, the double doors are actually back down the street. But that's fine.
Didn't see those. Sorry.
Apologies.
That is okay. I am Galindan. Uh,
All and done.
Shit.
Apologies for my compatriots. This is Uther, as he gestures to the Goliath, who just kind of like the lightning fades as he shrugs his shoulders forward and just kind of goes. "Ugh." And he goes, and Kachaka. And the Tabaxi kind of like puts the palms of his hands together, almost in like a praying motion, and the spectral panther like stuff fades. And he kind of bows to you all.
Huh. That's some cool talents you guys got there.
I'm Lavelian.
Immediately
Toss.
Uther is not interested and begins walking away.
Oh.
Lachlan O'Fallon, this is Fengio.
Galandan goes, again, I am Galandan. I am guild's fair chaplain. I also typically oversee the arena or proving grounds, as I am a certified healer. And
Yellow.
Kachaka goes, I am Kachaka. It honors me to meet you.
Tusk.
Howdy.
Oh, don't be shy.
Sarah.
Get up here.
Oh shit, oh damn. I yelled it, I guess. I didn't even know.
Let me skid over.
My fault.
He's like, I see.
Sorry, the
I
image.
got your back.
Maori.
Yes.
Lachlan O'Fallon.
Serafina.
Sarafina. And you said your name was Lavelian?
Oh, yes, I'm like, wait, I'm not a criminal. It's fine. My full name is...
Don't.
Damn it, I have to look. Lavelian Perigal Rashin Electum, the third in line of tiefling pods in my family. But it's a pleasure to meet you.
I will not remember all of that.
Neither do
Oh,
I.
good. My friends just call me Lavelian and leave, you know.
I shall call you Lavania.
Splendid.
Oh,
I
As he
shake their
goes,
we didn't mean
hands.
to interrupt your sparring section.
he's got a firm handshake, and he turns to, as he's like shaking your hand, Lavania, he turns to Seraphine, and he goes, "It
Shake, shake.
is no problem. Uther and I had long had some disputes that needed the comfort of fists, but it is okay. We will settle another time."
Mm.
You all had mentioned needing drinks. It is through the hallway down here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does your
Thank you.
guild employ any arcanists?
You will want to look for Speckle.
Specker.
Speckle.
Thank you. Speckle.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And he goes over here and begins to kind of like work on something over at this table while Galandan goes over to Uther and tries to kind of like soothe him.
Soothe the savage beast.
Wait, was I able to read their tabs?
Yeah.
Got a little peep on them before we leave. Yep.
A lot of the tattoos that you can see just at a glance are tributes to a god or a series of gods. A lot of the tattoos are praises to Zaintir, but also you see that they are markings speaking of phrases to the Storm Father and the Storm Mother.
Huh.
But yeah, y'all can go into the tavern.
Meow.
Oh, I should have asked if I could perform. Well, I'll ask somebody in here.
You can have somebody in there.
Lachlan is going to look for any open table for the group.
Holy sh! Oh, I thought that was another cowboy. Damn it.
Well, there is a literal cowboy, it looks
Another one.
like.
Sorry, they looked like they had that one that looked like a cowboy.
I'll beat his
Uh,
ass.
Oh.
I mean, you got to get in there first. You got to move your token.
Oh.
Out of my way.
I'ma
Uh,
kiss him full in the mouth.
So first off, as you all are moving into the bar, immediately, Tusk, you see two what look like arcanists or artificers that seem to be talking to another arcanist behind a counter. That is a Aarakocra, like a cockatiel Aarakocra with a mechanical prosthetic arm on their left hand. And the dwarf is just like, "I'm telling you, Spackle, I need these bolts to be working properly for me automatic repeating crossbow." And the Aarakocra just goes, "I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. It's too load bearing on the front end. You keep pointing downrange, and it's not going to work if you keep using that form of ammunition. The one that I designed is better." And he goes, "I understand your professional opinion, but I have to disagree." He's like, "My professional opinion is you're a jackass and an idiot. So how about you use the ammunition I designed and stop fucking up?" And the other person is just like, "I just needed to retune my sound staff." And he goes, "Oh my god, not again. Give me that. Surrounded by morons at every turn." And he looks up and sees the giant orc, and he's just like, "Ah, another one."
I'm sorry. 1 second. My I just got a phone call from work at the wrong time. 1 second.
No. What's the name again? Speckle?
Speckle.
Speckle.
Okay, have ow. Description, please. Say
They are a
cockatoo.
cockatiel aarakocra.
Oh, thank you.
With a prosthetic left arm.
I will
Ooh.
send images for all of the people you have met so far. So first off,
Get back.
there's the warden.
There's a warden.
Here's Gruber.
Who's group? Oh, God.
It's Tuscan.
Here's Kachaka.
I'm not a furry, but
Here's Uther.
bro slays.
And here
Right.
is Speckle.
Like they're all, but it's like a rainbow.
Aw.
And I'm getting ready with the last two characters that I'm going to have to share that are in the guild hall.
I'm so sorry.
You're all good? Everything okay?
Yeah. It was miscommunication. Someone thought I was working the morning shift. Well, I know I'm actually working the night shift tomorrow. So it's like, someone was asking about like, hey, when you get in tomorrow, do this. I was like, I'm not on that show tomorrow. And they're like, fuck, who is? I was like, I don't know. Call the manager.
Figure it out.
Ugh.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Speckle is looking directly at you. Tusk is like, what?
Okay, let me send myself. I have a few questions. What do you know about sunstones?
In practice or in theory?
Either.
In theory, they are a branch deviation of the crystal of light. In practice, there's a lot more to them than that. They typically are serviceable as a larger repellent for various other shadow maladies and things that are manifest through the shadow heart and other forms of dark magic used in the Shadowlands, as well as providing a artificial light source and other means of natural growth for various areas within the Kingdom of Ankaten.
Okay, cool. I grabbed one while it was being corrupted, and it broke.
I'm gonna need you to backtrack for a second. Corrupted?
Yeah. Evil ritual destroyed it.
Describe.
What?
And he goes forward and grabs your face with his like talon hand and his robot hand. He goes, "Dum dum, explain, describe ritual."
Oh.
And he's like shaking your head like a magic 8-ball.
I thought, okay, I was asking for clarification. I thought I heard scribe. I was like, no, I'm not writing this shit down. Anyway, there was a group of drow. We found an altar beneath the city. There was a storm forge. They were doing evil magic shit to it. The sunstone turned black. I tried to run in and grab the stone to try and rip it out of the ritual. It fucking hurt.
Yeah, no shit. You're touching a stone that's literally having its essence turned against what it's supposed to be. It's meant to bring light, life, and other things, so it was literally robbing you of your life force.
Yeah, I got the vibe of that when I coughed up some blood.
I hate stupid people.
I'm not stupid.
You're not proving me wrong, though. You
I'm
touched
Reus.
a stone in a bad ritual.
My life was inconsequential in the situation. I was trying to
Oh,
prevent the stone from being tainted. I failed.
everyone who thinks that there's some kind of warrior or hero is like, oh, my life is inconsequential. Life is life. Consequence is consequence. The two do not align.
Hmm.
Each life has infinite possibilities, infinite transactions, infinite things. You could choose to be stupid, or you could choose to not. But everyone chooses to do the thing that's most comfortable to them, the thing that makes the most sense.
Point being, I grabbed it, showed him the hand that grabbed it.
He
We
takes it immediately.
killed one's casting the ritual. The ritual was stopped, I think, but the stone still shadowed and just turned to dust in my hand when I held it.
Uh-huh.
It felt inert, I think, but I could have sworn I had this feeling that simply holding the stone was helping in some way.
Uh-huh.
Is that all you can say?
Don't flinch.
Okay.
And as he says that, he just like jams a apparatus into your hand as it pierces skin, and
He
immediately
does.
like
What?
light kind of begins to crack into your like outer skin, and like is drawing some kind of strange reading.
He doesn't flinch, but he does go, ow.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
what are you doing to the big guy?
Okay.
Whoa.
Shut up. Okay.
Whoa, it's
And
a
he
lot of
pulls
words.
the thing out and he just goes, "All right." And he just wraps your hand in a small bandage and produces a sucker and just sticks it in your mouth.
Oh, can I have one?
No.
Question from the
Dang.
audience. As someone else who loves to hear the sound of his own voice, when's your next concert?
Ignoring that. Okay. Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh, normally people want the good news or bad news in a certain order. Okay, then I just have news. So
okay.
there's no permanent damage to your being. The sunstone being destroyed is just part of the ritual, it seems. Your contact with it, I can't say whether or not that was helping or not. I don't have the information directly on me. I wasn't witness to the ritual. What I can say is this: there's no lasting damage to you. Whether or not your life essence was helping the sunstone is inconclusive. Um, but the one thing that I can say is this: there is some form of mark that has been kind of left on your person. Uh, what I can safely say is this: if you approach any sunstones in the future, they shouldn't have any form of negative consequence, but interacting with them may yield some interesting results, as it seems there's still some form of latent resonance within your personage.
Okay.
I also have a question for you.
I have an answer if it's not a dumb question.
Hmm.
I slide over the list that I got from Jabril. Do you have any of this in stock? Ignore the
Yeah,
Donna
I've got all
Steel.
this stock.
Oh,
Hmm.
fantastic. I'll
Do you need the exact
like-
quantities?
yes, please.
Okay.
I hold up my arm, looking to upgrade.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Mark 1.
He
Going through
he
some
immediately
revisions.
takes it and then detaches it and starts looking it over.
Oh,
Okay, I see. Interesting. I like the ripcord design.
Well-
That is very nice.
Mark takes it back. Everyone just pawing over my arm without it. So much of a how you do.
As you like try to take it back, he like takes his robotic arm and begins like bapping you in the face.
I take his robotic arm.
he attaches your robotic arm to where his robotic arm was, but since
Oh!
yours is a right arm and his is a left arm, it's backwards, and he's just like,
I do
"Damn
the
it,
same.
damn it."
Well, there.
Hmm.
Ah, hell.
Fair is fair.
Don't
didn't
you
think that
both
went
feel
through yet.
silly?
Here you go.
He detaches it and he hands it back to you, and he's just like, "Well, I can definitely see about getting the materials. It will be a little costly, but it will be beneficial to you in the long run to have a working prosthetic."
If there's any jobs I can do to help cut down on the costs, let me know.
How good are you at appraisal and maintenance work?
Damn good.
Great! And he points to and he looks at the dwarf that's been like bitching about his ammunition. He goes, "Congratulations, you're now someone else's problem." And the dwarf goes, "But I thought you said to use the ammunition." He's like, "Nah, I'm not listening anymore. Hi, you're dealing with him now." And he turns to the other person who's asking about the tune-up to their staff, and he finishes tweaking the last thing, and he hands it back to them, and he goes, "Fuck off!" And that person immediately like runs out of the room, and he goes, "Sweet blessed silence. I will be getting that stuff for you, and I will be sending you an invoice once you finish with this dipshit's problem."
Sure thing. Lachlan looked at the dwarf. I'm on break. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Oh, but I have to. Oh no! Oh.
I suggest you listen to the bird's advice about the arrows. They made them. They seem to know more than you.
Well, I just wanted.
Lachlan,
Kaboom.
Oh, it's okay.
okay,
buddy.
okay. Let me take a look at these.
You
Oh.
realize that the main issue that is occurring is that he is wanting like heavy hitting like slug bolts that potentially explode. The ones that the bird have provided him are small incendiary bolts that work with his current crossbow configuration, and are weighted properly so they're not going to be off when the dwarf tries to shoot. However, you do realize that if he wants the type of ammunition that he's requesting, his crossbow's gonna need a firepower upgrade. However,
He wants. It's like trying to get birdshot versus like buckshot or something.
it's trying to shoot a cannonball out of a BB gun.
Gotcha. Right, I think I can. It's not so much the ammo issue, but the gun, but the crossbow itself. I can
This
recalibrate
crossbow's
the.
been a gift through me family for generations. Tweaked
Yeah, but
every generation by someone new.
I completely
Oh.
understand, but the draw weight is the issue here. If I can I can try to restring it so that it has more power, so it can actually get your heavy duty bolts farther with more accuracy.
Congratulations. Lachlan
try-
is someone new.
He hands the crossbow over.
Right,
Make a
give
tinkersel check.
me.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
be very
In
careful.
the meantime,
Levin.
Levelian, you are inside the tavern. You see that it is a lively and happening place. Lots of tables, many of them perfect and round enough to be danced upon. There are various serving winches going around getting orders from various adventurers. But you also notice that there is one individual that Mouty also clocks that Mouty seems to be making a beeline towards, which is there's a Minotaur with a kind of like poncho on, who looks a little interested, a little dapper. And I will send you all the token image now.
Go. I'm not a furry.
I am
That's
not
all.
a furry.
But he does look like some kind of frontier marshal or cowboy minotaur.
I knew it.
Go to the west.
Where is this establishment's person?
Manager.
I need a man. Wait, is
Who
this
are
a
those
part of the
people in the
thing?
back? Do we see? Yeah.
You do not see those people in the back.
Said the manager. Hmm. These tables ain't big enough for the 6 of us. Yeah, I'll go flag down like a waitress or something and like ask him about who I'm supposed to ask if I want to perform here. Or like what's
Yeah,
up
you
with
talk to a
that?
serving wench, and she's just like, hi there, how may I help you?
Hello, I'm Lafillian. I'm just looking to see who I ask about performing here. If like people are like me are able to just do
Oh
little
yeah, you
performances.
could perform.
Oh, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay,
I
I'm gonna
can't
try and
guarantee
do this.
whether everyone will be paying attention, as you do have some stiff competition in Rinvolio.
Ooh, competition.
As you see, there is a dapper sort of archer with a fine hat with great plumes coming off it. He's wearing fancy clothes. He is standing atop his chair and reciting limericks.
Limericks.
I see what you mean. Well, what's the vibe? Is anyone else performing, or is it just him?
Just him.
Kill
Hmm.
him.
Not to. What's his vibe? Do you think I can match it with my hop?
You could easily outpace him. It seems like he's maybe had a few. And he's kind of like, again, he's doing limericks. So he's like, there once was a man from Eggland. He was quite the hearty bland. He went down the store, and out came some more. Why, what a sad little man.
I'll be like, well, when in a tavern. Is he on the table?
No, he's just standing on top of a chair.
Okay. I go up like, might I join you? Pull out my harp.
He goes, ah, musical accompaniment. Prithee, I bear you to stand atop chair yonder and recite the bard's poetry.
Malfunction already. Is he asking you to recite poetry? What?
He's just asking you to perform with him. He just seems to be like flamboyant and flagrant.
He's the
It'd
most
be my
extra person
honor.
in class.
Hops up on like the chair next to him. Oh, Maui, you can try and. Oh, I see. Ah, fuck. I'm terrible with names always. Sarah,
Sarah.
our party member. Party members over there. If you wanted to join her, save us some seats. Or we'll fight the cowboy either way.
Oh, oh, you're asking me to save seats?
Only if you like. I see you would like to maybe mingle with that interesting fellow over there.
Yeah, that's the little fella. I should not. I should not be saying that. Actually.
You look over at the Minotaur field marshal, and he has got a big fat cigar that he is
God damn.
just like
Matt
puffing
Muddy
on.
does like a very mindful, demure little wave, very cutesy, you know,
Very
Aw.
cutesy, very demure.
very mindful.
He just gives you a
Very
nod
fetch.
as he takes another drag off the cigar.
I'm gonna be his ass like Sarah.
You looking for a book? Yes.
I'm just saving seat. And the others?
Lachlan, with a 24 tool check, you're easily able to kind of like handle this crossbow.
Okay, here you go. And if you need anything, just come find me. Give it a couple practice shots wherever you go for a range.
He disappears, and almost immediately you just hear, "Ah, my leg!"
Sure, that's fine.
Oh dear.
You've done a good thing today.
Let's go find stage for drinks, and we can divvy up more of that inventory that you got for us. We might need you to scare someone away so we can have a full table to ourselves.
I'm not scary.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, Chief. But you're the biggest person I've ever met.
Damn.
That's unfortunate for them.
He looks
You're a
for
very
left when he enters
intimidating
the bar.
man.
I imagine that as Tusk and Lachlan and Fingear approach, this person just gets up from the table that Sarah's sitting at, just moves somewhere else.
Thank you.
I don't think him.
Mr. Mayhamin, I'm sorry.
He's not really, he doesn't seem phased, so he just kind of gets up and moves.
Okay.
So what do you think of this place?
Seems alright.
Nice.
Okay.
So you said you had other stuff to divvy out? The Villian seems
Yes.
a bit busy at the moment, if we want to wait for her.
It's nothing that I can really hand out amongst ourselves. There was this one letter that confirmed our what's what I'm looking for? Our pardon, I suppose, is the best word for it. And the other is this letter. Pull it out. The letter from Sir Nigel Chuffington, dispatching us on behalf of House Chuffington to seek stable master Vreth in the northern Grey Reach for requisition of one carriage for the transport of our party and provisions enough for 2 weeks.
So if we end up wanting to leave, we have some
I just
resources to call on.
Yeah.
Help.
Where'd they go?
I
Sneaky.
don't know.
Sneaky. After him.
Guys, I gotta go.
Seize him.
I'll be right back. You actually, Lavellian?
On the tabletop. Yeah, huh?
I'm sorry, they're having like an important discussion over there about Sir Flippington something, finding something. Yeah,
Oh, that
you should
sounds
be
like a lot of somethings.
yeah. If you want to join, of course.
Oh, no, of course.
I think it's important. I think the whole group should be there to listen. I saw that guy move, and I'm clocking it.
Oh,
Right.
okay, we'll probably catch up with you then. Bid you adieu, Archer. Drunk man.
What just happened?
I don't
Frick.
know.
So as you call Lavillian back to the table, before you can proceed further,
Oh.
Mr. Mowdy,
Mhm.
you hear the sound of a firearm cocking.
Hmm?
Da da da.
Wait, I didn't actually mean it.
Gold.
I'm gonna need you to stay right there
You got it, boss.
and not try anything sudden or foolish.
I don't know. I could be rather silly. I'll try.
As you say, like I could be rather silly. He just takes another drag of his cigar and he goes, "How attached are you to your legs?"
Oh, very. I need them, like to walk and things like that.
Well, it sounds like they're mighty important.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you agree.
So maybe we should be on the same page here. I think
Excuse me.
it'd be best if you join your friends at that table over there.
You're gonna talk like all together.
There'll be talking, sure.
Oh my god, with fun.
Oh, you'd like to join us? Friendship?
I mean, I'll be here.
No, I got
Of
a
us,
100
see
gold
that?
on me. It would be, would it, just you can have.
That you can't just. This isn't a robbery.
I'd get to moving rather than gum flapping if I were you.
Okay, I'm on my way. Damn, fucking stupid.
Hey.
I'll go around.
He looks over at you, Lavellian, and then kind of gestures with his firearm towards the table. He goes, "Ma'am, best get to moving."
So does a little curtsy as I step down from the table. So the other chair I saw, I kind of want to be next to Fiendkeeper.
He walks on over, and as he does, um, another figure kind of approaches you all, uh, and speaks to Tusk. Again, I am sorry I ask this so frequently. What languages do you all speak?
Common Orcish.
Okay.
Who am I?
Common.
Common, common, elvish, gnomish, and celestial.
Common Elvish, Undercommon, Dwarvish, Draconic.
Right? All I got is the two.
Mhm.
I'm so sad. You know what? Comprehend language.
I think I have primordial thieves gem and common only. I'll double
Okay.
check.
He speaks in Orcish. This dragonborn in armor that you all recognize as being a warrior of the Tenma Shogunate. As he looks at Tusk and he goes, Du Skandir, Viknash al ich in mir.
Uh-oh.
As he says to you, Tusk, what are you doing here?
I reply in Orcish. I'm not looking for trouble. We're just looking for a drink after a long day.
I am not looking to provide trouble. But I wish to know why people are in my hall. He says, still in Orcish, so you are the only one that understands him.
We just got done with the job, and we're just looking for drinks. I hand him the paper that says that we are absolved of all crimes in this area.
He looks over Shuffington's scroll and just goes,
The,
I
before
see.
you,
And he hands it back to you.
they're good people. If I'm the problem, I can go.
You're not the problem. I just like to know who I'm dealing with, especially when people enter my establishment with a reputation. And then he switches over to commons. Greetings. I am Chilin. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintances. Your friend tells me that you all are quite good. I am the guild master of this hall, and I look forward to getting to know you. I apologize for any roughness that my compatriot may have caused. Garth is wary of newcomers and very wary of ones with reputation.
Lachlan looks up. Oh shit, he's got a gun.
I
Garth
He's behind me, isn't he?
Garth
I look
puts
back at the book.
his Garth puts his thumb over the hammer.
Looking for my book, son.
Wish you won't post a fair bit.
everything can be settled with pure conversation. I was just saying. Oh my god, and it was. What a nice day.
This is true. I mean, I would walk out of here with my legs. Right?
You Lachlan takes off his arm. You wouldn't shoot a cripple.
What?
Garth seems completely unfazed by this.
Don't tempt
And
him.
Chilin just goes, We would not wish harm upon such honored guests.
Sorry, dog humor is how I cope.
Hmm.
It is
Dick.
understandable.
So is being very wary of people as well. Thank you for no real roughness or anything. It's, nice to meet you both. Oh, I'm Lavellian, by the way, and this is my little party, or our party.
We don't really have a name yet. We're working on it.
What else does?
Oh.
I'm pitching the problems because we all seem to have them.
Are we okay now?
I'm just talking to fill the silence because it's awkward for me.
I had to look up the name.
There's no need for such awkwardness. The only thing I wish to do is provide you with opportunity. As I understand it, because I am informed, you all are having some sort of issue related to the Sunstone.
Oh,
Maybe.
I must confess that the lands to the south are not familiar to me, but I am familiar with their goings on. Anketen is in a tumultuous time right
hmm.
now, and it would be best not to cause additional strife.
So you're saying keep this stuff about the Sunstone to ourselves?
No, I am saying perhaps the Sunstone is part of a greater problem, and it might be best for you to begin journeying southward. I only caution that the lands of Anketen are a bit unsafe at the moment, but nothing you couldn't handle if you kept a level head.
Why
Hmm.
south? What's south of here?
I'll get that.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Well, Anketen is to the south, but so are the Shadowlands. I'm not saying you should go to the Shadowlands, that is very dangerous. But going to Anketen, seeing what is currently happening, perhaps solving the issues with their sunstones, it could be useful.
We were told that we might have an interesting reaction if we saw another sunstone, so it might be worth it.
This is true. Do we have anything else that anybody wanted to do in like any other directions or?
I mean, I'm still looking for leads on my guys, so I'm okay with going south.
Which way is my grandma?
North.
So this is a perfect opportunity to move to another map before we wrap the session that I've been wanting to show off.
Oh! Oh, Walker, your map making has leveled the fuck up. Is that our icon or overmap or overland icon?
That is your overland icon. He
Blah, blah,
has
blah.
risen, baby girl.
Buffin.
Fuck.
Cool. I'm gonna
Um,
make a name for myself here.
Oh my gosh.
Here's
so
my
I'm
keep
gonna
pace
do
with
I'm gonna
team
do
name.
some
Buff
text
Burdens.
stuff because I get to reveal some things. So currently,
Ooh.
you all are here. Let me up the text size though.
I want to keep playing so bad. I want to make a new arm and all these other things.
We can do that next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I know, but still.
Ow.
There we go. So that's where y'all are.
That one looks like a person.
Phallus. Phallus. Blah. That's to the west.
Did I just mark the map by accident?
Everbloom to the south.
And no one will ever know.
Eggland.
I thought that said England. God damn it.
Eggland.
England is my city.
Eggland. Bolus is there. Last floor. Everbloom.
Brindle.
Brindle.
What's the last four?
I'm
It's
getting
fifth.
all the maps.
Hey, if I marked this map, would you be able to get rid of it without getting rid of the words?
I'm trying to find out.
I'm not saying I have or anything, but just making sure.
Just give me 1 second. I've got one more place to put on the map, and then y'all can write whatever y'all want.
Oh, sick, we can. I just accidentally made a dot somewhere, but I already lost it. I found it. Pretty hard to see when the color blends in.
So there you go. Welcome to the map of Stomaland.
Brownie?
Is that supposed to be a D?
Oh, the drowning.
It was-
The drowning sea?
This is-
That was
Well, I mean, that's
brown.
not what it's called, but
I thought I thought you were gonna type brownie. Brownie like brownie.
The
like a
rowing
brownie.
sea.
Thought it meant browning, like, you know, never mind. I need to...
Man, there's only one person I know with dyslexia that bad.
Oh, God.
so yeah,
I don't know who it could be.
this
I
is
don't
where
know
you
what you're
currently
talking
are,
about.
and this is the world map. Well, part of it at least.
And just for my
This is so cool.
just for knowledge, do we know of any of our personal stuff that is anywhere else in this, or do we only know the current objectives?
You know that Ankaten is to the south. Let me go ahead and draw a little arrow. Let me make it purple. So Ankaten, wow, okay, whoever did that squiggle.
Where?
I got it.
So Ankaten is that way.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I can put some other regions into context. So Isenogel, the place where Lachlan is from, is in this direction.
Mhm.
So it's kind of to the southeast.
Okay.
Excuse me.
To the northern regions, specifically like past Thalys, is Kunlun up that way. But there's also Alabast and Galka, which are both in this direction.
And what about Kiguan?
What'd you call me?
Oh, Shiguang?
Shiguan, thank you.
Very far north.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah, it's like a 2 to 3
further,
weeks, you said.
further north, than Alabast and Galka.
Yeah, you said last week it'd be like 2 to 3 weeks of travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where my grandma?
In your heart.
Your which way?
you
Always got
you
me
know
there.
that she her residence is in Everblue, but she does also do performances in Eggland, Rivertack, and Sveth.
Mm. See.
There's an extra A between grandma. Sorry, one person was just like an extra
Grandma.
blah blah blah.
Um,
Red beast.
I hate words.
but I'll say this right now.
We don't need them.
You all know that
Really?
basically going north is not super an option because of some of y'all's criminal records. Um,
Be nice.
However, going south, Star, you have a chance to visit your grandma,
Yay.
but also you have a chance to go home,
Yay.
as your family does live in Onkaten to the south.
Oh, that they
Um,
do.
I would say this, Lachlan, you know that Thalos is like the largest city um, on this coast, bar from going further north up to the regions of Nanus. So if you're looking for information, going there would be very useful for gathering info, especially on your missing person.
Yeah. And Lachlan hasn't mentioned exactly where he's from yet. I don't, as I recall.
Correct. Um,
Can't believe you're
for
from the Shadowlands.
Sarah,
Yes.
Thalos does have a grand cathedral, which could be something that would be of interest to you, but you also do know that Everbloom is the primary location of the Bloomstone, which is like the main ancillary stone that is like stored in Stomalen. It does move around to various other, like they do have other Bloomstones that move around to various other cities, but the like primary Bloomstone is in Everbloom.
Hmm.
For Mouty, um, Thalos and Rivertack would be places of interest for you. Because there's places to like there's sources of gathering a lot of information. Um,
Mhm.
but Glass Four could also be pretty useful. Because it is on the border of like the mountain pass. And it sees a lot of trade and travel.
Ooh. Okay.
But you all can also spend a little bit of time in town to gather some information and resources before heading out. Um, but I will say this: we will need to probably wrap here. But I can
I
say
mean, we can
that
discuss out of game, like everybody else figure it out.
yeah, I will
Yeah.
say that
Uh-huh.
Chilin
This can,
does
yeah.
end this session and with a little bit of conversation as he says, "Of course, for you all, there is some things that could be useful to you here.
Who would
Such
that be?
as.
For those of you who have just been freed of your sentence, given reign, we offer travel and work. After all, there is a job that I could have use for some enterprising individuals." And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh,
Ooh, all right, here we go.
Nice. Walker, can I just
Well-
ask for one potential favor?
Yes.
Can you? Am I able to get the price on the components for my new arm so I can like?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
With your discount,
Let's
it's going
just
to cost you 40 gold.
40 gold. Thank you. I'll go ahead and subtract that and put in my inventory components for new arm, just so I don't forget that.
What the hell? 40
I was
gold?
gonna, yeah, I was gonna ask this earlier. Maury, where's our buffalo?
As you ask this question, Buffin sticks his head in through this door and just.
Uh, there he is.
the buffalo has also has had its sentence forgiven.
Yeah.
What did Buffin do?
The one with the small
I'm
crack.
gonna
cried
end
to
this
Buffin
session there, and we will pick this up next month.